Did you ever wish you had someone to tell you the truth about what it takes to run a successful business and live a fulfilling life? Well, my friend, you've come to the right place. So grab your favorite caffeinated jolt or cocktail and your courage and get ready to get to work. I'm Janessa Borges, a therapist, mindset coach for entrepreneurs, and a feisty Latina from Miami. I've been referred to as a trailblazing powerhouse with relentless energy and outside-the-box ideas. And I'm determined to teach you the exact tools you need to stop settling and start kicking some serious derriere. What do you say? Are you in? Then let's get started. Welcome to the Success Mindset for Entrepreneurs podcast. Does this sound like you? My plate is so full. I'm spinning all my plates at once. I feel like I'm chasing my tail. I'm spinning in circles. I feel overwhelmed. I'm burned out. I am exhausted. I am depleted. I am emotionally drained. I'm physically exhausted. I'm burned out. I'm tapped out. I'm done. I'm finished. I just quit. These are all the things I continue to hear from entrepreneurs. And I wanted to address this in this episode in a very big way. And because I don't like to waste any time, I'm going to tell you what to do about it exactly, how you are going to fix this. But you have got to promise me that you're not just going to listen to this and say, those are some good ideas and not implement. I need you to leave denial at the door and let's get to work. Are you ready? The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to truly assess what's on your plate. You're going to make a list of everything that's there. You're going to get clear on what you're actually doing. You're going to learn how to delegate. Yes, you are. You're going to let go of many things. You're going to refocus your energy. You're going to choose one thing to focus on, and you're going to focus on one thing and that one thing only until it is done. And only after that one thing is done do you give yourself the permission to move forward. Now, that's a very quick process that I just walked you through the steps, but we're going to break them down one by one. The first thing you have to remember is you cannot be in all the places at the same time. So stop trying to be. Stop trying to do everything you want to do or everything that you envision doing or everything that you want to achieve in your life or your business or the wonderful thing that you have in your mind, because you will constantly be pulled in different directions. Do you know why, my friend? Because you're an entrepreneur. You are creative. The reason that you are here is because you have so many amazing ideas in your mind, you don't know which one to pick. But guess what? As long as you let all these other bubbling ideas come up in your mind, you're not going to complete anything. So I want you to grab a piece of paper or a notebook or open a Google Doc and start writing down all your ideas. And I want you to leave them in that beautiful piece of paper every time they come up and they distract you. And then I want you to go back to the one thing you're going to focus on. So many entrepreneurs are starting and trying and doing, or so they think, and they prepare so many things and they never execute. So I know you're thinking that I'm crazy, but trust me, because I've heard it over and over again for years. It does not make sense to continue to prepare for something and take years before you execute. Just do it. Do as much as you can, prepare, give yourself a deadline, and move forward. Because if you don't give yourself that mental deadline, if you don't give yourself that due date, you are going to endlessly perfect and want to pursue other things. And then you're going to get tired and exhausted and it doesn't work out and the people around you aren't supporting you and you just can't understand why they can't get behind you. Well, they can't get behind you because what have you produced yet? So many people are trying to do so much. And I talked about this and I touched this in the very first episode because people are trying to be on Facebook and Instagram and a Facebook group, and they're starting a podcast and they're doing a blog and they're writing a newsletter and they're fixing their website and they're working on a course and they're launching the course and they're doing the slides. You guys are doing so many things. And when I say you guys, I'm talking about myself too. I'm not behind. We are so inspired and energized by doing so many things that we get distracted. But let me tell you something, it's not going to work. So the reality is How much are you actually doing if things aren't producing income? Is it converting? Are you making money? Is all your hard work and energy paying off, literally paying off for you? Let me walk you through, because some people have no idea what the difference between income producing and non income producing activities are. I'm just going to give you some examples and I'm sure you'll get the hint after that. So, a non income producing activity is one that does not produce financial gain. So, whether it's searching other people's profiles or hanging out in Clubhouse, I want you to give yourself permission to do all of these things once you've completed what you need to do for you and your business. So stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Stop trying to see what everybody else is up to and get to work. Real work, productive work. I want you to stop pouring your energy into other people's projects and start pouring into your business, truly seeing what that feels like and looks like. Some income producing activities, again, income producing activities lead to income. Some examples are hosting webinars that lead people into working with you, or connecting with individuals authentically via email, phone, or text, creating a program or a course that people pay you for, creating and sharing a resource that offers value and connection to people that will eventually come and pay you to work with them. Income producing activities stop being productive when you're not focused, when you're trying to do every single thing at once. So I'm going to bring you back to focus on just one thing. And I don't want you to focus on everything at the same time, creating everything at the same second it comes into your mind. It is a mess. Your head is spinning like the Tasmanian devil. You have a podcast and you're launching and the website, and you want to create a group and you have a new product and you want to write this book. And oh my God, somebody invited you to speak in Clubhouse with them in their room. I want you to come back to me and focus, because I know as I'm talking, you have a million other things spinning around in your head. I want you to think about this. What is one thing, that you can pour every single ounce of your energy into? Is it getting set up professionally, whether it's your website or professional photos? Is it growing your email list? Is it creating something? Is it writing that book you've always wanted to write, or creating that course you always wanted to create? Is it launching and selling what you've created? Is it in perfecting what you've created to the point where it can sell itself seamlessly without much effort from you? I need you to decide what that one thing is. And I know you're pushing back on me because I know you have a million things in your head. But once you have that one thing complete, then and only then do you give yourself permission to move on to the next project. Because I want you to understand it's not a thing, it's a project. There's never one thing that needs to be done. It's an entire process, and you know better than anybody else. But you're so used to doing and moving all the pieces on your own, you don't realize exactly how much of you is being spent on scattered projects. I want you to stop doing everything, because if you really look, you're accomplishing absolutely nothing other than wasting your time, wasting your resources, and wasting your money. So I know you're hating me a little bit right now, but I told you I don't like to waste time. I don't want to waste your time, and I want to help you succeed. So I want you to think back to, what do you enjoy doing? What are you passionate about? Why did you want to start your business to begin with? What excites you? And more than anything, what can you commit to? I want you to think of your life and your day as a plate. And I want you to see what's on your plate, literally and figuratively. How much time are you spending on yourself, on commuting, on emails, online, with patients, with clients, sleeping, showering, preparing dinner, preparing meals, shuffling around your family or the things you have to do? I want you to really go through an entire day of yours and put down exactly how much time you're allocating in a good week to all these different things. And I want you to do this as a pie, whether it's a pizza pie or an apple pie, you get to pick, and create the slices depending on how much time you are giving to each thing. And when you're really looking at it, you're going to be surprised how much time you're spending on things that are not income producing or not serving you, and how much time all those things are taking away from the time you could be putting into the things you truly enjoy. Where are you truly focusing your energy? What are you doing that you don't need to know right now? Where are you getting stuck? I wanted to give you this example because I know it's going to resonate for so many of you. I know there's so many entrepreneurs that I work with that say, but I'm doing all of these things and listen to what I did this week and I've had an excellent week and look at everything that I've done. But for whatever reason, I just don't, I didn't get that program up, or I didn't hold that masterclass to sell it, or I just didn't press send on that final project. This is the equivalent, and I want you to close your eyes and truly envision this because this is going to give you an incredible jolt in perception. It's like you go out of your way to plan a dream vacation, and you even go on a diet and you lose weight, and you go shopping because you are lost so much weight and you're the weight that you want to be and you want really cute clothes to go along. You go out of the way, you pack your suitcase, you book the trip, you book the hotel, you Uber to the airport, you get to the gate, the ticket agent's ready to take your ticket or to scan it, and then you say, no, you know what? I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna get on the plane. What if it's not what I thought it was going to be? I'm scared, like, is the plane going to crash in the middle of the air? Am I not going to have fun when I get there? Is it not going to be what I expected? Am I going to get mugged? You are thinking of every single excuse not to get on the plane. Now, I know that I am a different species, and I was actually talking to another soul-minded entrepreneur like myself, and we both said, all these people that take time to get things executed, we're the opposite. Like, we just jump out of the plane and people are like, wait, you forgot your parachute. And we're like, oh yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there. So neither one is better than the other, right? There's always things to perfect when you're just jumping impulsively into things. But I want you to be so mindful that it also doesn't serve you to plan and plan and plan and do what you feel are productive things if you're never going to execute, if you're never going to get on that plane to get to your final destination of enjoying the trip you wanted to take. So if that doesn't bring you back into reality check, I don't know what it is. Another tip that I want you to go through is I'm going to refresh your mind as to what I've asked you to do so far. You're going to look what's on your plate. You're going to make a really long list of every single thing that you do. You're going to get very clear on what it is that you need to do and what you can delegate. You're going to refocus all your energy on one single thing. Now, when you have this one single thing in mind, it's time to organize yourself. So I want you to start using a tracking tool. My favorite by far is Asana. Another good one is Trello. And the reason I love Asana and Trello so much is Trello is a good way to kind of throw out all your ideas in an organized way. Think of it as electronic Post-its that you can move around. Asana, what I love about that is that you can include other people, you can assign tasks to other people, you can set dates, and it will actually let you know when things are overdue, but it can give you a visual. It will let you know what percentage of your project is done. It will let you know how much is left. It will let you know how many tasks are overdue, if any. It will help you plan out your weeks, days, and projects, especially if you want to have a million of them. It will help you have a visual of what you're working on and what you need to focus on. So I want to make sure that you are being most effective and efficient. I am going to dive even deeper in this, but I want you to get some really quick results. So I want you to walk through everything, listen to this again, take some notes. As always, I created a free resource for you to help you access your greatest area of productivity. So if you head over to janmarietlc.com/5 for episode 5, you can access the free resource. And I'm also going to give you some free links over with some promotions to Asana and Trello. I will do my best to get you some, and I will make sure to pocket that in as well so you can start using these tools right away. Stop investing your energy and your time into things that are not giving you results. Figure out what's working, take off what is not, and refocus your energy, because the last thing you want to be is frustrated or disappointed with yourself, wondering why nobody else is behind you when you're trying to accomplish so many amazing things. I have absolutely no doubt that you have amazing things to offer the world. But my friend, If you are not clear on what you're doing and what you're offering, nobody else is either. Don't do that to yourself. Don't have the world miss out on you. It is time to get to some serious work. I wish you nothing but happiness in the process. It's not going to be easy. This is a complete challenge because this is going against everything I'm sure you've tried or that you've thought of. But I promise you, if you follow this, it will work and you will finally get to launch or execute whatever you've been working so hard for. And here's the thing. If you execute, if you launch, if you press that send button or confirm, or you purchase whatever you're purchasing, or you're sending out to print whatever you're printing, if it doesn't work out, at least you tried. At least you have data and you have feedback and you can tweak it and you can work on it and you can perfect it. But the worst thing is to work so hard and have no product at the end game, having no feedback and nothing to work toward. So right now, I want you to commit to a date where you will finish launching or you will finish exploring a service or scheduling the retreat you want to host when Corona is better. I want you to give yourself a deadline right now before this episode is over. Think of a date, and I want you to commit that date to yourself. And I want you to do everything you know you have to do to get there in that time, because it is scientifically proven that you will allot yourself the amount of time that it takes to finish something, regardless of the due date. You heard me right. So if you give yourself 2 years to complete a task, it will take you 2 years, if not more, to complete it. If you give yourself a month to complete the same task, almost always you will be able to complete that exact same task within the amount of time that was handed to you. I promise. It may not be the best quality, but it'll be done. And that's what I need you to do. Done is better than not. So get to work, and I can't wait to see what you create. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited you tuned in. The best way to find out the second a new episode is released and receive all the valuable tools and actionable steps I share is to subscribe to the podcast. So make sure you do that. If there are any topics you'd like addressed, or if you have any burning questions you want answered, visit jammarietlc.com/podcast. And make sure to share this with any other entrepreneur friends that you know can benefit from learning the mindset it takes to create a business and life they truly love. And last but definitely not least, I would love your feedback. So leave a review and I'll make sure to share that love on a future podcast episode. Sending you so much love. Until next time.